In our time with business owners, a lot of the headache has less to do with finding the products and services, the innovation. That usually comes pretty easy for the entrepreneurs, but the reality is of finding and filling these financial drains in the business. That's what really can cause the challenge. Hey, it's Scott Beebe with Business on Purpose. And a heads up, I've got a brand new book coming out. It's going to be hitting Amazon here in the next few weeks at the time of this recording. And it's specific to contractors. While we work with many different industries of business owners, just over 80% of our clientele are in the contractor space or they support the contractor space. And so I've got a brand new book called The Chaos-Free Contractor you want to be out on the look for. And one of the things I talk about is this idea of finding and filling financial drains in the business. See, money management for contractors involves understanding three key perspectives. We look at it from the past, the present, and the future. So I wanted to explore each of these to help you better manage your finances, regardless of your industry. The past perspective of money is like looking at a snapshot frozen in time. It's represented by, let's say, balance sheets and profit and loss statements or P&Ls. While these documents provide some pretty valuable information, they are static and don't offer much flexibility in decision making. Of course, the IRS is particularly interested in these historical records as they form the basis for tax calculations. But your present financial situation is reflected in your actual cash accounts. We like to say we live in the real world of cash. This is where the concept of subdivided bank accounts comes into play. And so by separating your money into different homes or categories, you gain a much clearer picture of where each dollar should go. The tactic is similar to the one outlined in Mike Michalowicz's book, Profit First. What it allows you to do is to allocate funds for specific purposes. And so when you divide your money into separate entities or accounts, you're actually giving each dollar a job and a home. This method provides a practical way to manage your finances and to also ensure that you're always aware of how much money is available for the different aspects of your business, whether it be generosity, reinvestment, capital expense, operating expense. And so while accountants in the IRS focus on past financial data, you, the business owner, need to operate primarily in the present, dealing with cash on hand. And so although accrual accounting has its merits, most contractors, most business owners benefit from making decisions based on the cash that's actually available. Not only today, but what they can assume will be available here in the next week, next month, not just what the financial statements might indicate from the past. So to stay on top of your finances, it's good practice to review your bank accounts every single week. It's just a regular check-in, allowing you to make real-time decisions based on your current situation, very money-wise. So by focusing on cash flow and using subdivided bank accounts, you can better manage your money and make informed decisions about the overall operation of the business. Now, the final piece of the puzzle is we've talked about past, we've talked about present. We got to look at the future, and that's through a simple tool called budgeting. Start by reviewing the chart of accounts on your P&L statement, that list of things that you can allocate expenses towards. And you can analyze your spending patterns over the last, let's say, 2 or 3 or 4 years and use the information to project any expenses coming up for the coming year. While it doesn't need to be an exact science, giving your best estimate will help guide your decisions moving forward. So as you monitor your spending, you can compare it against your budget. That's what you plan to spend. Pairing that simple budget with a basic project start sheet or a job start sheet, and I'll talk about that maybe in a later episode, can provide unparalleled clarity for your business, both small and large. Doesn't matter what size you're at. This project start sheet or customer start sheet is simply a list of projects, if you're in a project-based business, set aside in columns of future months where you'll begin to plug in anticipated billings based on your schedule of values for each project. Now, if you're not a project-based, but let's say you're a product-based business, then you can start projecting volume of product sales over the next week, month, quarter. This practice, combined with your overall cash management strategy, can significantly improve your financial control. Perfection in financials is a pretty unrealistic goal, but money is always in motion, much like a river that never stops flowing. Your job is not to halt the flow, but instead to channel it. Effective money management, whether you're a contractor, you're a product-based business owner, you own an ice cream shop, doesn't matter. It's about balancing those different perspectives of past, present, and future. And so while past financial data is necessary for tax purposes, maybe long-term planning, your day-to-day decisions can be guided by your present cash situation. And by doing that, you're going to be better equipped to handle the monetary aspects of your contracting business and make decisions that support your success. So that's good financial practice. Hey, if you need help with this, go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/ask, A-S-K, mybusinessonpurpose.com/ask. You can hop on a 15-20 minute call with one of our professional coaches, and they can walk you in a little bit more detail. One thing we do ask, make sure that you're the primary owner, you have 3 or more employees, 3 to 100 employees, and you're doing $1 million or more in revenue if you're a contractor, or $500,000 or more in revenue if you're a service-based business. If so, go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/ask. We'd love to be able to answer some of those questions for you.